Okay, so first of all, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Perfect. My name is Gabriel Figueroa. I go to USF studying business analytics and information systems. And I started posting about God in September of 2020 on TikTok primarily. And then I transitioned more into Instagram over this past month. Primarily once I was in winter break, I was like, oh, I'll just start posting a lot of content. So like usually people know me. By the end of my videos, I always use like a catchphrase of like praise God, peace, or something like that.
Yeah, okay. So what what kind of made you transition over to that in life?
To Instagram.
No. So what gave you the idea of doing all of that, like involving God with this? Like was it your background, like you always just had that like thought in your mind, or you just thought it was do you see what I'm asking now?
Yeah, good question. For me, before I was saved, before I gave my life to the Lord, I was doing content, but it was like some very cringy like challenges that I was doing, little kid stuff. And after I
Yeah.
gave my life to the Lord, like it was like those accounts got shut down or shadow banned. So it was like I had nothing. So then I was like, you know what? Like I've already gotten so used to like being in front of a camera, I know how to talk and everything. I'll just switch it to God now and just really dedicate what I know about God to the platform essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the same with me. I was trying to do a YouTube channel, and I was making it all about me. And I just the whole time I thought it was fun and I liked doing it, but I just knew that there was a bigger purpose for it. And I can tell that God put that thought in my mind to make it about Him. So I feel like we both have that same connection with that.
Agreed. It changes literally everything, honestly, for me. Like it's like once it's because like my thought is I never thought I'd be able to like preach to thousands of people at the
Yeah.
same time. But that's like pretty much what social media is. Like you put out a message and thousands of people like watching it. Like I can never imagine like it's like I watch, let's say, like a 5,000 view count, right? I just like wow, like let's imagine a stadium of 5,000 people seeing one video. Like that's crazy to me. It's crazy how
Yeah.
God uses social media nowadays.
Yeah, it's definitely a tool that we should be using, and it's a good thing that you're doing that. Okay, so what is some advice that you can give to people that don't really know what to do?
Starting on social media.
No, 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 no. With their relationship with God.
Okay. I would definitely first thing is like pray to God about this, about like, hey God, like talk to God because there's no really like a script per se of like say this specific thing and God will listen to you. God just wants your heart. That's number one. And then the second thing is really connect yourself with other Christians in your area, whether that be a local church, youth group, because as someone starting out, like their relationship with God don't know where to go, seeing other people in the same like path as you, but like farther ahead, it gives you a chance to learn from them to so you can take that and implement in your own relationship with God so you can push forward as well.
Okay, so where have you found your most growth? Was that like with groups or like individual time or just going to church?
For me, I was in a very particular circumstance. I gave my life to the Lord during COVID, and everything was shut down. So like, I was in online school for my senior year, and I had to stay home for the majority of like I pretty much stayed home the entire year, and
Yeah.
I hated it and I loved it because I knew I couldn't go back to school because like I just started my relationship with God. Going back to school would just like will hinder that relationship with God. Um, but being that time alone really made me develop that relationship. But it got to the point where I was like, I need fellowship. And then when I came here to USF, a guy named John Cooper and Gabe Sintron just mentored me and helped me out. Really, like I thank God for these two like every day. Like they really helped me learn how to spread the gospel even on campus in person and to like really help me with my relationship with the Lord and how to strengthen, go deeper and everything.
That's cool. I feel like during COVID for me too was kind of a turning point in my life. Um because I was just alone. I was with my family, but I did have a lot more alone time compared to going to school and to practice like all the time, always being with someone. So I can relate to you with that one. Okay, how do you think demons and the devil are affecting our lives?
Ooh, I see them as like they're just there. Like for now, like they know I'm safe, and that bothers them. That really bothers them that I'm safe. So what they can do, or what they try will do, is to direct me to go a different path or push me to go to a certain way, or like put things in my way so I can fall back onto it. Because like sin is probably what makes us very distant from God. So what he can do is just send temptations, send anything really, to really just stir paths and just like go to sin instead of God. So pretty much I actually made a video about it. Just like you have to be mindful of like your weaknesses, and really like when you're at your weakest, really like stick with God. Like that is the most you should do, because like if you're not, then like it's very easy for the devil to just sweep in and just attack real fast.
Here's what I was thinking. So, do you think that like the devil can actually like put someone like in a position in your life? Like, do you see what I'm saying there? Like, how do you think
Okay.
that all works?
Ah, it's a good
Th-
question.
I don't really understand that yet because I do know that people that are not fully saved yet and accept Jesus, they don't understand the damage they're doing to you. So that's kind of how I take it. But did you see the start of my question there?
Yeah, it's like would like does the devil like put people in positions where like they
Like,
harm you
yeah, like
without
physically.
them even knowing?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I know this, that in James 1, it says that we get tempted because we're drawn away from our old desires. And um, I would say that the devil would try, like, we use that situation to try to divert you to go to a different path. But it's always up to us to really decide whether we go to that path or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Um so when the devil was casted out from heaven, it said that he landed on earth, correct? Like he was cast onto
Yes.
earth. So that means that he's like on the earth right now. Or you think that he is?
Yeah, I think he's a spirit. He's not like a physical being, you know?
So you think that he's like inside of someone though, like controlling them?
Satan, like
Yeah.
the actual Satan, or
The devil
ah,
himself.
mm, mm, I would say no, because the devil doesn't have like the attributes as God does. You know, the devil cannot be in every place at the same time. So let's say you and I are getting tempted
Okay.
by by a different person at the same time. I disagree that the devil would be in that person as well as another person. That's why I say that there's demons for.
Oh yeah, yeah. A third of them came down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um yeah, when I think about like the devil and demons, I don't like it's you don't really know where they're at or like they're just spirits, so like could they just be like in people like and they don't even realize it? Or are they just
Mm,
like floating around or something?
I believe that they can be inside of people, like through like this, like opening the door to demons. So like fornication is like a big one. Is like if I were to commit fornication, I'm pretty much opening the door for demons to come in because I partake in that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's it's weird. It's a weird topic because no one really knows, but
Yeah,
I
it's not like
maybe
for sure, you know.
yeah.
It's
Uh-huh.
like we only see like scriptures of Jesus casting out demons from people. So that's my interpretation of like, okay, so like there are demons inside, like people like demons can be inside of a person
Yeah.
because Jesus has cast out many of them throughout the New Testament
Yeah.
or throughout the Gospels.
It's very interesting. Okay, do you know what the fruit of the spirit is?
Self-control, gentleness, patience, kind, um, gentleness. I said gentleness.
I don't know, but you're along the line. Okay, but
Yeah,
uh,
it's nine, but I I forgot the four. I said patience.
yeah, no, it's all right. I just didn't know if you knew the whole concept of it, but I'm pretty sure that we can ask God for those at all times.
Mhm.
But have you ever found yourself like a little bit upset and you know what you need to do, but you haven't done it yet?
In a sense where, like, let's say God told me to do this, but I didn't do it yet.
Like at the time you're a little bit upset and
Mhm.
you know that you need to get your mind right, but you like being like that little pity stage because it's just easier. Have you ever been in that situation?
Probably, yeah. Like when I first got to USF was probably I was feeling that the most because I was just alone and in quarantine, that's having so many opportunities, and I'm just uh, like I'm just like I was just so conflicted. I was just stuck. I was just like I can't do anything. I don't want to do that. So I was just upset.
Yeah. Yeah, I found myself in those situations and I just want to be like in my self-pity more than anything really. I don't know, it's
Hmm.
weird, but I just didn't know if you experienced that. Okay, why did you think it was not weird but a little bit awkward to talk about God when you were younger?
It's I think it's because of the reaction that you first see in people when you mention like Jesus. It's
Mhm.
what's like, whoa, like it's a big topic. Like you can say Muhammad and no one bat an eye, or Buddha, but when Jesus's name is mentioned, it's like people's hearts skip a beat.
Yeah.
So like as a like I think as like middle school or elementary, like I knew about, like in middle school mostly I knew about God, but I rarely ever talked about him because it really like sparked a very negative reaction to the people that I've talked about it with, where they try to change the topic to something else very quickly. Like they just don't even acknowledge it even sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit it I don't know. I feel like kids just it's just not a topic that they're comfortable talking about with. So, I don't know. As I've gotten older, it's just gotten better and better. So, I feel like when I'm older it'll
Mhm.
be a lot better. But I don't know. It'll be weird. Okay. Do you know the verse for the body does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God? Matthew 4:4. Have you ever heard that before?
Yes, this is Jesus telling Satan when Satan tempted him to turn the stone to bread.
Yeah, yeah. So, do you think so when he fasted for like 40 days, do you think that it was like his source of food and he had physical growth, not just like mental? Do you think like his like our bodies can thrive off of the word of God?
Yeah, I agree with that. Because like there are times where like I don't know. It's weird. Like I'm starving, let's say I'm fasting and I'm starving, but I just start reading the word. My hunger just starts, dwindling away. Like
Yeah.
it's not like it doesn't bother me as much as before that I started reading the word.
Yeah. So do you think that we have like a physical growth like in our body?
Like physical growth in a sense, like say like working out, like you it's like
Yeah.
physical growth.
Yeah.
Ooh, uh
Even
I
though
think
you
it's
lose weight, like
mhm.
just along the lines of like perseverance and but along with that like our physical. You catching my drift?
uh so it's like let's say like I fast and then like I read the word of God, I can survive a lot longer. My body can now survive a lot longer without food. Is that like type of physical growth or
Yeah, like gains, yeah. You think that at all?
uh I never thought of it. I never thought like, let's say like I read my word and then like I'll gain like,
Like
I
you're
don't know, 5
bulking
more
up or
pounds.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Not like, yeah, along the lines of that.
that'll be interesting. That'll be pretty cool. I'll be reading like I'll be reading more of my word, a lot more than replace just pretty much replace my time in the gym and reading the word. If that's like
Yeah.
if it really happens, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just read the word. I don't have to go to
Yeah.
the gym anymore. I got this.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always thought about that because I feel like ever since I have been actively like reading the Bible, I've just experienced just myself and my entire body just having a whole new life, honestly. And it's I can actually just physically tell.
It's agreed. Like it's like I'm rejuvenated. It's like I just woke up and
Hmm.
ready for the day.
Yeah. Yep. Excuse me. But I feel like before I actually like experienced and gave my life to God, I did not like throughout the day I'd be like so I wouldn't have any motivation to do anything really. Like cuz I just didn't have that drive to want more, but I did want
Hmm
more, but the wrong type of wanting more. Did you feel the same way?
Um, in a sense where like I would have to like say like, what do you mean by wanting more? Like it's like
Like I knew that I had like a drive to do like to do stuff in life, but I feel like God has given me like not like a superpower, but just more motive with everything that I do now. Do you
yes,
feel that?
now I'm catching it. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
agreed, like 100%.
Yeah, I just don't before I just like wouldn't be motivated to actually go and edit something or do that. I just be like I don't really care. But now I can it's a big difference.
Yeah, I like it's like I compare myself how I started doing YouTube because like YouTube in the beginning for me was for myself, and it was a drag just to edit one video, and it was
Yeah.
just like, oh, I don't want to do this. But now, when I create, I don't know, godly content, it's like I want to edit. I love editing. It's
Yeah.
so weird. It's just like there's more motivation. There's like how you said, there's more drive to actually finish it. Like there are times where like I literally edit a whole entire video in just one sitting. I just do da 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 da. Da. I even set a timer for myself. Let's say 25 minutes, and that's it. And then I just no, I want to keep going, and I just keep on going because I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird because I never used to do that before.
Yeah, he really does give you like a new superpower basically. Okay. So now what do you think about dreams?
Dreams like aspiration dreams or like
Oh, sorry,
sleeping
sorry.
dreams.
Like when you're asleep, like dreams.
Ah, um, I I never really think about it too much with dreams. I most of my dreams are like I have them and then like I wake up, I'm like, oh crap, like nothing. I just forget in first like 15 seconds and then that's it.
Yeah. Um well, I think of this because like in the Bible there's situations where he would speak to people through dreams
Hmm
and I do you think that's a way of him communicating with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that God can speak people through dreams even today.
But not every dream though. Just like some
Uh, yeah, so I would say some. Not a
like you would have to be
if it's
like,
like
okay, this is from God. Like it'd have to be like a
it's
certain
I would say so because like if it's a dream from God, it's not something that I wake up and 15 seconds later I forget. You know, if it's a dream from God or God sending me something, that's gonna stick on my mind, and like I will have a lot of vivid memory of that dream.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I like cuz I've had just some really like dumb dreams of like just random stuff, but some
Hmm
I'm like, okay, like is he trying to tell me something here? Like I don't know. It's really weird.
Agreed. There's some dreams I think about that too, where like I'm like, God, was that from you? Let's say like it's like a girl. from like my class, for example, and be like, "Whoa, God, what are you trying to tell me about this girl?" Like, it's
am
like,
I gonna marry her or something?
yeah, it's just like, God, what do
Yeah.
you want me to do? Like, do you want me to say hi? Like, what is this? Like, but no, it's just like a dream that's just like, nah, don't worry about it. Trust me. It's just like,
Yeah. You we good? You can hear me still?
yep.
Okay. Well, uh, the last question I'll ask you is, how do you set some of your goals in life?
Ooh, man. I mean, right now, like the goals that I set, usually like I want it to be like God is a part of them. So let's say goals for right now is for me was it's like let me think of a goal. 100 to weigh 140 pounds. By the end of 2022. Um, right now I weigh 125 on average. So just like before I go to the gym, let's say I'm like, hey God, just be with me on every lift. Hey God, push me to my limit today. Hey God, like help me with this workout. Like
Yeah.
all those different things. It's just like I would say like that's how I set my goals and to be realistic. I like being realistic, and sometimes I like out of the park goals because like I like something like to measure myself with to know if I'm moving forward or moving like or staying in the same spot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whenever I'm just doing something in life, I ask for God to lead me and guide me because He is my strength, and I have found that to be my best. I've found that to actually work out because when you actually humble yourself before Him, you can see those results because that's Him. That's you honoring Him by showing Him you're nothing without Him.
It's like what verse? Jesus always said this is like humble yourself and you will be exalted.
It, for who Matthew 23:12, whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. Yep.
Bingo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And God resists the proud and give grace to the humble.
Yeah. uh, I don't know. We just need to humble ourselves, and I feel like people will really have that breakthrough with God.
hmm Agreed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, did you have any other questions or anything?
When did you get saved?
I I feel like I don't know if I have like a specific. Do you have a specific like day?
For me, it was like more like dramatic, like a whole dramatic story. Like I've met people that like say, "Oh no, I just like it's just like a one day at church. I walked in, I just like gave my life to the Lord because I really repented." And other days are like it's just like, "Oh, I just remember the week, the month, and then that's it." For
Okay.
me, I
So
remember my date and time, not time, date. I say date.
okay. Yeah. Hmm. I think I could go back and figure it out, but there was definitely a point in time in my life where I was like, okay, this is time. But that was like last fall, possibly two falls ago. But yeah, that's when I really started to change my life around.
2020, fall 2020,
It might have been this last fall. So
2021.
yeah, 2021. When I actually
Wow.
was like, I'm gonna take this seriously. What about you? Has it been a
Wow.
while?
Yeah, no, for me it's been August of 2020. I remember just walking into my room and said, "You know what, God? Like I really hate this. I don't want to like live the way I live anymore. I really surrender everything to you. Like I want to repent." And 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 then from that day forward, I actually started taking God a lot more serious than way before because I actually understood the gospel at that moment. I'm like, okay, this is why Jesus needed to die,
Yeah.
just for me to have a relationship with God, with the Father.
Yeah. And when before I did it, it's like there was like I was walking around and like my mind was just going crazy and I just didn't know what was right and wrong. But when I actually
Mm-hmm.
like did it, he put those clear thoughts in my head and made it so I could just like consciously be a person actually and have a clear mind. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you agree with that?
Agreed, dude. God does clear our thoughts. Like it's like the way I describe it is like when you're saved, you're like born again. You pretty much like your conscience, your thought,
Yeah.
everything's just cleared up from like zero, from scratch. So it's just like it's super cool. Like a God that's like has a habit of stealing, gets saved. He looks at that, he's like, ew, I don't want to do that. You know, and if
Yeah.
he does do it, and if he does do it one more time, that conviction is gonna hit him harder than anything else. He's like, oh man, I hate this.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, well, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, it was fun. Maybe we can do this again if you want to come back on. That's perfectly fine. Or any of your friends or
Oh,
buddies.
oh yeah, no, 100%. I'm so down. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. All right. Well, I guess thank you.